Now, from around 2015 to 2019, I thought Griezmann wasn't only an incredible player, capable of producing for both Atletico Madrid and France, but despite him getting quite a lot of global attention during this time period for how good he was, I thought Griezmann was incredibly talented and one of the most slept on players during this time period. Between the 2014-2015 season and the 2018-2019 season before his move to Barcelona, he scored 133 goals for Atletico in just 257 games. In this time period, Antoine Griezmann also won the France Footballer of the Year award, top goal scorer for the 2016 Euros, he won the Europa League with Atletico Madrid, he won the UEFA Super Cup with Atletico Madrid, the Spanish Super Cup, and he won something called a World Cup. He was not only putting up ridiculous numbers on a consistent basis, proven to be an individual world-class talent, but he was also achieving success on a team level. But after he made the move to La Liga rivals Barcelona, where he was pretty underwhelming, he has since gone back under the radar to most people, including me. But this, and even last season, Griezmann has had sort of a revival and once again is one of the most underrated players and forwards in La Liga. But how did this happen? Well, that's what we'll be talking about today. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, going into the 1920 season, Atletico's star man and the face of their club essentially, Antoine Griezmann, was rumored to want out of the club to go to a team that was capable of winning more trophies more consistently. And because at the time Barcelona were just on a spending spree, spending eye-watering money left, right and center in order to help find players to pair with Messi to fill the hole left by Neymar, it didn't really surprise me at the time when Barcelona confirmed the signing of Antoine Griezmann from Atletico Madrid for £107 million, meeting his release clause set by Atletico. The only surprising thing at the time with this transfer was that, to me, it was surprising that Griezmann was actually willing to leave Atleti, and especially to another league rival in Barcelona. Now, since returning to Atletico after two well below par seasons at Barcelona, Griezmann has said that his move to Barcelona wasn't actually a disaster. Yeah, right. Now, during Griezmann's 2 full seasons at Barcelona, the £107 million signing meant to fill the hole left by Neymar when he left to PSG. Griezmann only scored 35 goals and got 17 assists in 102 games for Barcelona. I don't know what world you live in, but to me, for that, those stats actually aren't all that bad. But again, he was signed to fill the hole left by Neymar Jr. He was signed for to me that was a disaster of a move. I don't care what Griezmann has to say for it. And when Barcelona inevitably needed to cut costs after spending so loan back to his former club Atletico Madrid, and in Griezmann's return season back to the club where he saw so much success, where a lot of us, including me, expected him to bounce back to the Griezmann of old and just dominate for Atletico Madrid. In his first season back, to be fair, he looked like the Barcelona Griezmann. He was just very underwhelming, scoring 8 goals and getting 7 assists in 36 games. And I remember thinking to myself that at the end of the season, I just lost interest in Griezmann and expected to see him keep dropping in quality and eventually retire. And this is coming from someone that during that 2014 to 2019 time period, I was one of Griezmann's biggest fans. But I just lost hope in the former World Cup winner. I thought he would never be back to the Griezmann of old. That Barcelona didn't kind of killed his confidence, and at Atleti he just couldn't return to the Griezmann I expected to see. But as my luck would have it, the next season Griezmann went on a tear, scoring 16 goals and getting 19 assists in 48 games for Atleti. And again, this season he has been really impressive, scoring 21 goals and getting 8 assists in 41 games so far, including scoring a crucial goal against one of the best teams in Europe in Inter Milan that helped Atletico Madrid to knock out Inter on penalties. Antoine Griezmann has been extremely solid in these past 2 seasons and has flown well under the radar of even me. Griezmann still has his ability to perform in big games. I mean, he scored 3 goals in 3 games against Real Madrid this season, scoring a brace against third place Girona, getting an assist in Atleti's 2-1 victory over Dortmund in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Griezmann in the past 2 seasons has flown well under the radar of most footballing fans and is slowly becoming once again underrated. Now, even now, with this recent revival from Griezmann, I think it's pretty fair to say that he still isn't the Griezmann we saw from 2014 to 2019. he isn't nearly as impactful on a consistent basis as he used to be. His overall quality and overall play has just dropped from that time period. But I mean, at the age of 33, Griezmann is still a really important part of Champions League quarter-finalist Atletico Madrid. And he has had some really good games where he is able to roll back the clock and just dominate. And the most recent brace against Girona, he did exactly that. Also now with the fact that in 2023, the confirmation of Griezmann officially rejoining Atletico on a permanent basis for just 20 million euros, making the Barca transfer in general just seem like a complete heist and another masterstroke by Atletico Madrid. I hope that Griezmann retires in Madrid, as he is without a doubt a legend for Atletico and one of their best players in history. As a former and even current Antoine Griezmann fan, it warms my heart to see Griezmann performing so well yet again after some horrible seasons. And he is slowly again becoming extremely underrated and has gone completely under the radar.